Hey everyone. So intentions are an interesting thing, right? Because the universe already knows our intentions. We don't need to state our intentions because our higher self is part of us, already knows everything that we desire, and is already working with us to co-create those intentions to happen in the most easy, the most effortless, the most graceful way possible. But what do you do when you find that you're out of integrity with your intentions? And by integrity, I just mean in alignment with your path. So the path being the path that you've chosen, not intentions that are imposed on you from the outside or those ones that you think you should have, but your true intentions. What happens when you can't do what you said you wanted to do? So this came up because I was working today with a client on his meditation practice, and his meditation practice is the priority for him. I know that, he knows that. And so despite that fact, it's been very difficult to keep a schedule and things like that. So, this can happen in so many different areas of our lives, whether it's, working out, or whether it's meditation, or whether it's just being the kind of person that we want to be, or being kind to others. And sometimes we're not, and so there's two kind of ways to look at this from my perspective. The one way is to, when the feeling of disappointment comes up, when the feeling of sadness or even shame comes up, instead of turning that into, oh, I didn't do this, what do I need to do this next time? How can I do that? Oh, I'm such a bad person, yada, yada, yada. It kind of turns into this loop, right? This mental loop. And we know that mental loops are a sign of unconsciousness, a sign that you're not aware and you're awake. But if you catch it when it comes up into your awareness, you can actually allow yourself to open your body and to feel what's coming in on an emotional level. If you're in a place where you're safe to do that, i.e. alone or not with a bunch of other people, if you can allow that to come through your body, then what will happen is you'll actually get really connected to the impact that your decisions are having on yourself, everyone around you, and your life, your future. And when that happens, when you truly get the impact, and this is why, plant medicine ceremonies are so powerful, because they create and open the space for us to safely feel things. But if you can truly get that, you're putting yourself in survival mode and it's having a severe impact on your body and it's impacting every single decision that you make. And if you can actually feel that in that moment, and I do mean feel it versus having it be a conversation, something will happen. It's an alchemization of the energy. So when the energy comes into the body and we allow it in and we feel it and we see what there is to be seen, then it transforms and it turns into something else. And at the same time that it's kind of moving through the body and moving up the different energy centers and out of the body, it's transforming and it's changing the space of the energy field around us. And it actually moves us into a state of presence. From that place of presence, you can choose freely, because you've stepped out of the unconsciousness and now you're in a state of presence and you can actually choose and say, yes, I am going to meditate in the morning, the first thing when I wake up, because I love it and it's so important to me and it's going to make such a difference or an impact in my life. And you may not even love it, but it could just be something that makes a big difference for you. And the choice will be different than if you had made the choice simply from that unconscious place where you're still, your mind is still just moving on its own gears and devices, and you're not actually present and aware and conscious or feeling any of it. And usually when you make a decision from that place of presence, it sticks. It's coming from a different place. So that's one way. Let's call that way the alchemization of negative emotion, or alchemizing energy, or transforming energy. And then the next way is kind of like a hack, right? It's to simply understand that you don't agree with whatever's coming through in terms of a conversation, and you can immediately step into an alternate identity, let's call it the highest timeline version of yourself or the best you, and step into that version of yourself which you've already practiced over and over again, so you're very familiar with it, and you step into it and you make a decision from that place. Yes, I'm going to go work out, not because I feel like it in this moment, because I know that if I were embodying the highest version of myself, that's what I would want to do naturally. And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to allow the benefits of that workout session, or whatever it might be that you're deciding to do, to give me the positive feedback that's going to allow me to more easily embody that version of myself. So those are the two kind of ways to stay in integrity. And again, integrity is just walking your most aligned path, the highest version path that you truly intend. So alchemizing energy and stepping into and embodying the highest version of yourself. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. Super curious if you have any feedback on this or any questions. I'll see you guys soon.